Good morning, everyone. I'm excited to welcome you to this presentation. Today, we're diving into a very important topic: AI-induced cognitive atrophy, understanding the silent decline in human skills. This is a must-learn for students, faculty, and industry stakeholders alike. As AI continues to transform Indian workplaces, it's crucial that we understand its cognitive impacts. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through why this research is so vital for sustainable workforce development. Let's get started. Let's dive into the various sectors impacted by digital transformation. We see e-commerce platforms growing rapidly, revolutionizing how we shop and do business online. Digital commerce itself has become a cornerstone of the modern economy, enabling seamless transactions across borders. Banking and insurance are also evolving, with digital tools making financial services more accessible and efficient. Financial services, in general, are being reshaped through technology, offering innovative solutions for consumers and businesses alike. Business process outsourcing, or BPO, and software development are key areas where automation and AI are streamlining operations and reducing costs. High-risk sectors, such as finance and healthcare, are seeing increased automation, but this also introduces new challenges. Evidence is emerging that cognitive overload, when our brains are overwhelmed, can impair our analytical thinking, weaken our memory retention, and diminish our decision-making capacity. In India, we're seeing a trend where employees are increasingly delegating routine and even complex tasks to AI systems. This shift is transforming workplaces and the nature of work itself. Now, the reality is that these changes are happening fast, and the urgency behind this research stems from understanding how these technological shifts impact our cognitive abilities and work practices. Recognizing this is vital as we navigate an increasingly digital world. This pioneering study has the potential to shape the future of work, especially across emerging economies that are facing similar automation challenges. It's not just about India. It could serve as a model for many developing countries navigating this new landscape. This opportunity is particularly significant because India's position as a global IT hub makes this research highly relevant for shaping workforce policies here at home. What we learn could directly influence how we prepare and support our workforce in adapting to technological changes. Strategically, it's important to note that no major Indian academic study has yet systematically examined how AI-induced cognitive decline impacts workers in real workplace settings. This is a crucial gap, one that needs to be addressed to understand the full scope of AI's influence on productivity and worker well-being. In essence, this is India's opportunity to lead in this area of research. By filling this gap, we can contribute valuable insights not only for our own policy development, but also for other emerging economies facing similar challenges. It's a chance to be at the forefront of understanding how AI and automation are reshaping the future of work. Let's take a closer look at some of the core research questions guiding this presentation. First, are employees losing confidence in their own independent judgment and their ability to make autonomous decisions? This is a crucial point because as AI becomes more integrated into our workflows, we need to understand how it impacts our decision-making confidence. Next, we're asking whether sustained AI use might actually diminish our creativity, intellectual curiosity, and problem-solving skills. It's important to consider if over-reliance on AI could be stifling our natural ability to think innovatively. Then, we want to identify which specific tasks create the highest dependence on AI and pose the greatest risk of skill atrophy. Recognizing these tasks helps us understand where our skills might be weakening due to automation. Finally, we're exploring how AI automation fundamentally changes the cognitive processing demands placed on employees. This includes understanding how it shifts the mental effort required to perform various tasks. All of these questions are interconnected and central to the overall theme: how AI is transforming the nature of work and the skills we need to develop to adapt effectively. Now, let's take a closer look at the educational technology platforms we're focusing on. These platforms are specifically tailored for sectors such as banking, financial services, and insurance, as well as information technology and software. The idea here is to highlight how these sectors are leveraging innovative educational tools to enhance skills and knowledge. We've strategically recruited a team of 30 to 60 employees across these three high-impact sectors. This targeted approach ensures we have the right talent to drive growth and implement effective solutions. In terms of our sample selection, we've been very deliberate. We chose participants that truly represent the key players within these sectors, which helps us gather relevant and insightful data. And when it comes to our research methodology, we've adopted a rigorous design. This means our approach is thorough and well-structured, allowing us to generate reliable and meaningful results. Overall, this slide underscores the importance of specialized platforms and strategic staffing, all underpinned by a solid research foundation, to support our broader goals in this project. Now, let's take a closer look at the various methods we use to measure skill retention and understand cognitive impacts. First, we have standardized tests, which are designed to quantify skill retention in a consistent way across different individuals. These tests help us see how well skills are maintained over time. Next, we use cognitive assessments to evaluate mental functions directly. These assessments give us insights into how well someone is processing information and retaining knowledge. During AI-assisted work, real-time task analysis plays a crucial role. It allows us to observe how individuals perform tasks while interacting with AI tools, providing immediate data on cognitive load and decision-making processes. Workplace observation is another key method. By watching employees in their natural environment, we can identify patterns and gather rich contextual information that might be missed in structured tests. Structured conversations are also valuable. They help us uncover cognitive patterns through targeted dialogue, revealing how people think and approach problems. In-depth interviews add a qualitative layer, capturing nuanced workplace experiences that are often difficult to quantify, but are essential for understanding the full picture. To interpret all this data, we employ the Gioia methodology, which offers a systematic approach to analyzing qualitative data and identifying key themes. It helps us stay rigorous and organized as we explore complex cognitive phenomena. From a theoretical perspective, we look at how AI impacts mental processing capacity through frameworks like cognitive load theory. This theory helps us understand when tasks become too demanding and how AI can either alleviate or add to that load. Finally, our overall approach is grounded in a solid theoretical lens, combining frameworks like cognitive load theory with diverse methods to comprehensively assess and understand how AI influences workplace cognition. This integrated approach ensures we capture both the measurable and nuanced effects AI has on workers' mental processes. Let's take a closer look at this slide. Here, we're exploring how different industries show varying vulnerability patterns when it comes to AI dependence. This cross-industry analysis helps us understand where certain sectors might be more at risk than others. Moving on, establishing critical points, what we call risk thresholds, is essential. These are the moments where reliance on AI could start to become problematic, and recognizing these points allows us to take proactive measures. Next, we focus on skill mapping, which involves documenting specific competencies that tend to degrade over time as AI takes on more tasks. This helps us identify which skills are most at risk and plan accordingly. Finally, we systematically code indicators of cognitive decline based on participant responses to spot patterns early. All of these steps, our analytical approach, pattern identification, skill mapping, and defining risk thresholds, are interconnected. They form a comprehensive framework for understanding and managing the vulnerabilities that come with increased AI reliance across different industries. This is crucial for maintaining human oversight and ensuring the resilience of our systems. Today, I want to focus on how we can develop learning programs that specifically target competencies vulnerable to AI. These programs are essential to ensure that our human skills stay relevant and resilient as technology evolves. Next, let's consider the concept of training evolution. It's about adapting how we train our teams, ensuring that strategic task allocation keeps human capabilities sharp, even as automation takes over routine tasks. This way, humans can focus on high-value, complex work that AI can't easily replicate. Moving on to skill preservation, it's crucial that HR plays an active role in redesigning roles. By intentionally protecting and nurturing critical cognitive skills, we help maintain a workforce that remains adaptable, innovative, and capable of critical thinking. Finally, this ties into the broader idea of job architecture, redesigning work itself to support cognitive health. When done thoughtfully, this not only preserves essential skills, but also promotes a healthier, more engaged workforce. The expected impact of these initiatives is a significant transformation in HR practices. We're moving toward a more strategic, skill-focused approach that prepares us for the future of work, ensuring our people and organizations stay resilient and competitive in this rapidly changing landscape. Let's talk about early warning systems. These are designed to detect cognitive decline before it starts impacting productivity. By identifying issues early, we can intervene proactively and keep teams performing at their best. Next, we have risk monitoring. This involves taking systematic approaches to ensure employees maintain their analytical and creative strengths over time. It's about creating a structured process that supports continuous development and resilience. Moving on to capability building, it's crucial that managers learn how to optimally distribute tasks between AI and humans. This helps sustain and even enhance our employees' capabilities, ensuring they stay engaged and effective in their roles. Finally, we need to consider the balance of automation. Finding the right mix of AI and human effort is key to maintaining productivity without losing the human touch. Managers play a vital role here, applying these principles to support their teams effectively. All of these points connect back to our overall goal: empowering organizations to leverage AI thoughtfully, fostering resilience and sustained performance across the workforce. Understanding cognitive atrophy today is crucial because it helps us ensure that India's workforce remains irreplaceable in the future. By focusing on this, we position India as a thought leader in developing a future-ready workforce, especially as economies become more AI-enabled. This slide highlights our competitive advantage, having a solid evidence base for workforce policies that carefully balance technological progress with the preservation of human capabilities. It's about creating policies rooted in research findings that contribute directly to our national productivity strategies, ensuring sustainable growth even as automation transforms industries. Ultimately, this is of national significance because building a future-ready workforce is essential for India's continued growth and resilience in the evolving global economy.